It's another wonderful morning from Central Monrovia. It is good to be here once again this Friday, the weekend's edition of the OK Morning Rush on OK FM 99.5. My name is Joseph Daniels here with you, and good thing that I have back my colleague Olive Stephenson with me on the show. So together we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful edition of the show from now up to 10 o'clock, bringing you all that you need to know here. And a lot has been happening in Liberia and across the world. And this is the platform for all what you need to get your day going. So sit back and get served this morning on the OK Morning Rush on OK FM 99.5. This morning we'll talk a bit about the county meet, as we have reached to the final stage of the competition. All the other people will be leaving, while only two will be reaching the finals. The grand final of the county meet at the Samuel Kandu Sports Complex. We'll talk about that this morning. We'll also talk about the deportation of some Liberians. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has issued a statement, specifically the minister, on what they intend to do about that. And the pause placed on U.S. State Department, USAID assistance to countries. I have a whole document as to what USAID, what the U.S. government contribute to Liberia. So that pause may have a very, very, very dangerous effect to Liberia. But until then, let's take our commercial break. We'll come back. We'll also inform you of who will be appearing this morning on the show. The OK Morning Rush on OK FM 99.5. I'm Joseph Daniels with you here this morning.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then, here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automed's Garage on Gerda Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automed's Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the modern rims and doors handles. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automed's Garage on Gerda Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automeds will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automeds Garage on Gerda Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automeds Garage. We care for your cars. I become a passer of my happiness.
Are you looking for service? Internet service, fast, reliable service for your home and your office. Unlimited service with the best coverage. You got to choose your life.
My people, good news. Salary advance from SIB Bank. Get money from SIB while waiting for your next salary. This is for any customer whose salary passes through the bank. You don't need a collateral. You can pay off with your next salary, either in US dollars or Liberian dollars, depending on the denomination of the salary account. Terms and conditions apply. SIB, taking banking to a new level.
Liberia, the sun is shining, and so are your opportunities to enjoy 24 hours current with Funny Brothers Corporation Solar Solution. Why let the power of the sun go to waste when you can make use of it to generate current for your home, business, or community? With our state-of-the-art solar panels, you will enjoy 24 hours uninterrupted power, reliable energy, a greener, cleaner Liberia. Funny Brothers Corporation Solar Solution offers top quality, durable, and affordable solar panels designed for Liberia's sunny climate. So why wait? Call us today on 0772 262584 or visit our showroom, Claratown or Umako Building adjacent the RB Bank. Funny Brothers Corporation Solar Solution. Let's power your future with the sun together.
Attention, attention, attention to all lovers of the good things in life. A house is not a home, and a home is the one place where you should feel relaxed and accomplished. Your home should reflect who you are. So, it's time to make that upgrade with minimal damage to your pockets. And I have the perfect solution for you. Home Sweet Home, located on Benson Street, between Center and Buchanan Streets, got you covered. From the kitchen, we have air fryers, juice makers, pressure cookers, freezers of all sizes, and all the modern kitchenwares you can think about. From the bedroom, we have top-of-the-line, exquisite beddings to give you that great night's sleep because you have earned it, and soft, comfortable towels for your bathroom. And in the living room, we have high-definition TV sets of all sizes, unique aerial rugs, classy curtains in all the colors you desire, wall paintings of different sizes and colors, furniture, and everything you can think about for the home. All that at unbelievable prices. We even have low voltage, high quality washing machines and dryers to keep your clothes fresh and new at all times. As a bonus, we have fashion accessories for both the young and the old, designer quality bags, hats, and rare jewelries. So if you love yourself, your family, and your home, it's time to treat it right. Visit Home Sweet Home on Benson Street between Center and Buchanan Streets for that needed upgrade. You can call them on 0886 834 944 or 0770 581 420. Home Sweet Home, for the love of a classy home.
Make it crazy.
Toyota bring Lakers up Prado. I can run in the mud and sand. Toyota bring Lakers up Prado. For on run off road. Toyota bring Lakers up Prado. I can run in the mud and sand. Toyota bring Lakers up Prado. That's all you can connect one for yourself or your company car in the Prado. It get too much. I get electrical power, steering control. The car got Prado. It can't lose. Toyota bring new generation of cars and Lakers up Prado. That one of the stars. You got motor selling Toyota cars. So if you want Prado, you just need to ask. Yeah. For on run off road. Toyota bring Lakers up Prado. I can run in the mud and sand. Toyota bring Land Cruiser Prado. Toyota has brought a brand new Land Cruiser that is called Prado. And the Prado has a very beautiful design and it has a high power power engine that can run in mud in heavy sand. And Siga Motor is the sole distributor of the latest Land Cruiser Prado. Siga Motor get the best garage in Iberia that can service, repair, and sell brand new parts. The thing that you can call spare part. Siga Motor una partner can come directly from the Toyota company in Japan. And Siga Motor is located on Brussels Island in Seyon Town community, right around Lookington West too.
You still waiting for LEC token you purchased since last week? Wait no more. Dial *156 *44# and enter your meter number to get your token instantly. Enjoy ease and convenience with MTN Mobile Money.
MTN.
Okay, welcome back to the OK Morning Rush here on OKFM 99.5. Joseph Daniels and Olive Stephenson's production. This morning we're here. But first, let's recognize some of you following the show. Let's check up on some of you following our live page. And thanks to all of you joining us across the country. And those of you following via our live Facebook page. And those of you following also on YouTube, I want to say thanks for joining us this morning. Let's recognize some of you. T. Samuel McGill says, good morning, Daniels and Olive. I'm following from Bombay County this morning. Sam Walker is following as usual. Japu Solo is following this morning from Doe Community. Vafle Kole is following this morning from his UN Drive residence. Isaiah Smith is following this morning from the Japan Freeway. He says, on my way to town. Jacob Kwei says, good morning, OKFM, and a pleasant good morning to the resilient people of Doe Community. I'm following from the headquarters of the Innovative Youth Alliance in Doe Community. S. Ali Ayuba Keita is following this morning. He says, good morning, JD. I'm following you closely from my comfortable residence in Sincor. Vanny Ducle says, good morning to you, Olive Stevenson and Joseph Daniels, following closely from Johnson Street Community via. Okay, Kun Kun is following this morning from Barnersville Township. Moya Sherry is following this morning from Matadi. Joseph Brooks is following this morning from Cardwell. Tamba Sebastian says, good morning, OKFM. Following from Maserati Japan Freeway, Stephen Turbert Estate. Okay. Emmanuel T. Dombo Jr. is following this morning from OAU Village. Okay. Tito Jua is following as well this morning. Daniel Tente says he's following from his usual Tinkers Village residence. Austin Zawolo says he's following this morning from Logan Town. P. Sean Harris following from New Georgia Estate. Tito Jua following from Monrovia. Stanley Sharif is following as well. Stephen Melvin Port is following. Son of KOK is following this morning. James Lamine says, good morning, OKFM. And good morning to all of you joining us this morning on the show. And thanks for being there. So let's go strictly to our fact check segment. When we return, we begin the conversation with you. This fact check segment with Local Voices Liberia.
Good day and welcome to the fact check segment. This segment debunks disinformation and provides the verified facts of statements made online and on the radio. On January 27, President Joseph Boakai claimed in his State of the Nation address that the price of 25 kg parboiled rice was reduced within the first 2 months of his administration. He made the claim while highlighting the consistent decline in the prices of essential commodities. To verify this claim, we reviewed official price circulars issued by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in the first 2 months of President Bouakar's administration. A statement issued on February 22, 2024, confirmed a reduction in the price of a 25 kg bag of parboiled rice from USD 17 to US $16.75. The ministry's statement specified that this price reduction was a result of consultations with the Rice Importers Association and applied to the existing stock until June 2024. A front-page Africa's publication dated February 19, 2024 also reported the government's reduction of rice prices to US $16.75 follows negotiations with rice importers. Based on the available information, we conclude that the claim made by President Bouakar is correct. The price of 25 kg bag of rice was indeed reduced within the first 2 months of his administration, aligning with the ministry's official announcement. On January 22, Kula Fofana, the presidential press secretary of Liberia, claimed in a Facebook post that the current exchange rate under President Joseph Bouakar's administration is lower than what was inherited. Fofana highlighted this as one of the achievements of the Bouakar's administration within its first year in office. We fact-checked this claim by reviewing exchange rates published by the Central Bank of Liberia and found it to be misleading. When President Bouakar officially assumed office on January 22, 2024, the buying rate, according to the Central Bank, was LD 188 to US $1, and the selling rate was LD 190 to US $1. However, as of January 24, 2025, the buying rate stands at LD 194 to US $1, while the selling rate is LD 196 to US $1. This indicates a slight depreciation of the Liberian dollar over the past year, with a 3.19% increase in the buying rate and a 3.16% increase in the selling rate. Based on these findings, we conclude that the claim made by Presidential Press Secretary Kula Fofana that the current exchange rate under the Bouakar's administration is lower compared to what was inherited is misleading. After President Bouakar took office in January 2024, the Central Bank of Liberia reported a buying rate of LD 188 to US $1 and a selling rate of LD 190 to US $1. As of January 24, 2025, the buying rate has risen to LD 194 to US $1 and the selling rate to LD 196 to US $1, reflecting a 3.19% increase in the buying rate and a 3.16% increase in the selling rate over the past year. Over the past few days, Facebook users in Liberia have been posting a chart that contained a list of citizens from various countries claiming that they are illegal migrants who have been on the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement's non-detained docket with final orders of removal. Media outlets in Liberia, including Front Page Africa, have also reported the story, indicating that the U.S. government is set to deport 1,563 Liberians as part of its broader crackdown on illegal immigration under the Trump administration. Upon seeing the various posts on Facebook from citizens, bloggers, and local dailies, we decided to verify. We contacted the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement through email for an assistance in verifying the authenticity of the chart and the accuracy of the data it contains. The ICE has not responded to our inquiry upon the time of the production of this feature segment. When they do, we will update this report. In furtherance of the verification, we conducted an online search and found an article published by the Fox News based in the U.S. dated December 11, 2024 under the caption, "New data reveals America has tens of thousands of non-citizens from U.S. adversary with deportation orders." The article reveals that the media network obtained new figures showing there are currently 1.4 million foreign nationals who are on ICE's non-detained docket and have been given final orders of removal as of November 24, 2024. Page number 4 of the chart revealed that 1,563 Liberians are on the non-detained docket with final orders to be deported. We therefore conclude that the claim is mostly correct. According to a document obtained by the Fox News in the United States, over 1,500 Liberians have been documented for deportation as part of the Trump administration crackdown on illegal immigration in the U.S. This is all we have time for on the feature segment. This segment is part of an MOU between Local Voices Liberia, OK FM, Pram FM, and Cool FM to counter disinformation to help the public make informed decisions. This MOU is funded by the Liberia Media Empowerment Project, implemented by Internews with funding from the European Union. The funder or partner had no say in the editorial decision, leading to the production of this fact-check segment. We will be back on Monday with more fact-check reports to help you know the facts. If you want us to fact-check claim for you, please send us a text to WhatsApp on 0777 556 296 and we will definitely check for you. Also follow us on Facebook at Local Voices Liberia, Twitter at LVL Fact Check, and go to our website www.localvoicesliberia.com. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Okay, welcome back to the Morning Rush on OK FM 99.5. Joseph Daniels here with you. Now let's check on what is happening across Africa first before we come back to Liberia. So there has been this issue of the rebel fighting, the M23 rebel fighting against the Congolese government. And let's see what the BBC is reporting this morning. It says the rebel leader whose fighters have captured Goma, the biggest city in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, has vowed to continue their offensive all the way to the capital, Kinshasa. Corneille Nanga, who heads an alliance of rebel groups that includes the M23, said their ultimate aim was to topple President Felix Tshisekedi government. Unconfirmed reports say the Rwanda-backed rebels are currently advancing towards Bukavu, the second biggest city in the mineral-rich East, despite international calls for ceasefire. In a televised address after the fall of Goma, Tshisekedi said a vigorous and coordinated response was on the way to recapture territory from the rebels. So that is where we are in that conflict. It's a very serious situation in that area, and Rwanda is supporting the rebels, the M23 rebels in Congo, and they are neighbors. So we saw a similar thing, during the civil war here, where President Charles Taylor was accused of supporting the war in Sierra Leone, of which today he is, in jail. So we're seeing a similar thing. And still with that particular conflict, South Africa and Rwanda has already fraught diplomatic relations have worsened after President Cyril Ramaphosa accused the Rwanda-backed M23 rebel group of killing South African peacekeepers in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. As the rebels gained the upper hand in the battlefield by the capture of most of Goma, the biggest city in the east. South Africa fired a diplomatic salvo warning that further attacks on its troops will be considered as declaration of war. Rwanda's President Paul Kagame hit back, accusing South Africa of being part of a voluntary force involved in offensive combat operations to help the Congolese government fight against its own people. So it needs serious attention. So such situations, they need serious attention, and there are peace talks. There have been calls for peace talks on the way, but we've not been able to see anything of such. But those are things that spread across. If not handled properly, you notice that it will spread so fast. And in the U.S. yesterday morning, we were informed about the issue of the plane crash, a passenger plane and a military helicopter collided, which resulted into the death of 67 people. All those the plane had about 60 passengers and 4 crew members, and the helicopter had 3 military personnel. All of them died. So let me give you a summary of that. It says investigators have recovered the flight data recorder, which is known as the black box, also known as black boxes, from an American Airlines jet, which collided with a U.S. Army helicopter above the Potomac River near Washington, D.C. The National Transportation Safety Board said it has a lot of information but needs some time to verify that, and a preliminary report will be issued in 30 days. All 64 people on the regional jet and 3 military crew were killed in the crash. The president, Donald Trump, earlier offered his condolences, saying, "Our hearts are shattered by the incident on Wednesday." Trump blamed diversity rules under his predecessors, saying he believes people hired for their traffic control roles were not always qualified, but offered no evidence to this. In an audio clip, air traffic controllers can be heard asking the helicopter's crew if they can see the plane. So a very tragic accident in the U.S. in Washington, D.C., which resulted in the death of many people. That's a very sad news in our hearts, out there to the people of America, the government and people. Want to say our condolences from here. We share very strong ties with the U.S. government. So that is it on the international scene. But let's come back here to Liberia and begin with something very much important, which is the county meet. And it's good that we begin on this note. But let me introduce Olive first before we go there. We go to the county meet issue. Olive, good morning.
Good morning, Joseph. Good morning, everybody following the broadcast this morning. It's good to be back on the...
We miss you.
On the radio, yes. So, after experiencing what I went through in a few weeks, just imagine seeing death stare at you. Yes, from where you are. It was a terrible scene. And thank God that I'm able to, stand or come back to work and be able to actually be counted among the living. It's not easy. It wasn't easy. Those that have experienced, fire in your house, seeing the fire, the gas tank exploding. Sometimes people say people die automatically on that scene, but God was able to take me from there. I am in awe of gratefulness this morning, and always for saving me. My entire family was in the house when the fire started, and I just thank God that nobody.
And that that has to do with safety measures, especially these institutions, the companies that sell our gas stove. Is there
That's how
any
the
sense?
thing talking about
the thing.
the way you buy your gas.
Is there any form of safety measures that they usually maybe would tell their customers these are things to do or these are things to expect, or the gas store can outlive its usefulness?
Not the store. I think it's the tank where we buy the gas. Yeah, you will go and buy a store. You buy a very new tank. Yes, and you start to use it when it's empty. Instead of them, refilling your own tank, sometimes they give you store tank. That's what happened. That's what happened in my case because the tank at that time was very old. Yes, so sometimes they change and just give you anything. I think it would be okay if you get your gas tank, you take it to the filling area, they fill it out and give it back to you. Because these things sometimes they get expired. I didn't even know that they get expiration date on it and all of these things. I didn't know. But that one was actually old.
Yeah, I think they need to observe safety. I don't know whether the fire service or any other institution is really following up to know how these things are done, because that could cause the burning of the entire house.
Sure.
It's a very, very serious situation, and it happened to Olive. Maybe the reason we are hearing it because it's Olive, but perhaps it has happened to other people a lot. And what are we doing about it? And what is the government doing in order to regulate, the use of these gas tanks? Because it could be dangerous and causing the life of people.
Yeah, definitely. They need to do it because so many people have experienced it. Some people have got burnt on their face. Some people, I'm blessed. I'm blessed that it was my legs, my two legs. Yes. And I know what I went through, the pain and all of these things, but I'm grateful to God that nothing touched my children, nothing touched my, I'm talking the other one. But yes.
That's good.
That we are okay. And in this public manner, I like to tell everybody thank you. Those that reach out to me, man, the one that touched my heart was Denise Nissen. She came from church that day and she had to go all the way there to my house to see me. I'm grateful, Denise. Thank you so much. My friends here at OKFM. Sometimes you weren't here. When you got back, you call me. How you doing? All of these things. These are things that I hold dear to my heart. All of those that reach out to me. I'm grateful.
Yeah, it's good. We love you, so we'll always check on you to make sure that you are back. It's good that you are here with us this morning. Okay, so now let's begin with the county meet that Maryland has claimed that this this year's edition was theirs. Julius was all on Facebook speaking, a whole lot of terms about Maryland County, that this is now their time, but that did not happen. And we've reached a very critical stage, the final. And let me say here that it is important to have, new faces. It is important to have new teams emerge, reaching to the final. Last year we saw River G County reaching to the final and clinching the trophy. That was very much important, very much significant for that county that has not, won county meet before. And now we are having Grand Jide. I think there are records of Grand Jide winning it back in the days. But seeing them now reaching this level, reaching to the final stage, it's something good to see, those counties reaching at this level and reaching at the final. We're seeing Grand Jide, although Maryland didn't make it. I know all of you will now support Grand Jide County only.
Also, No, but the thing is, the good thing is, I am a Southeasterner all round. My dad is from Maryland, yes. He's a Grover man, but my mother is Crown.
Okay.
She's from Grand Jide.
Oh,
so I didn't lose anything.
Okay.
It's just the fact that we will represent and, chair Grand Jide County this time around.
Okay.
It have to be for the Southeast, and we will support it. Yeah. I think Judas is doing the same. I think
Judas said his mother is from Lofa, so I don't know. I think he will support Lofa.
Well, if he supports Lofa, that's it. Because sometimes, when your mother's counter is in the league, you should support. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm supporting Grangie there because
for me,
my mom is there from there.
I usually in competition, if my team I'm supporting or the team that's supporting a particular competition, if that team is out, I always root for an underdog. Teams, that has maybe teams that have not won the competition before. I always support them. So
Bojo Bomina there, Huna.
I'll be supporting Grangie there. I would love for Grangie there to win the
trophy. For Grangie there, yes.
I would love for Grangie there.
That's what happened the last time when River G took it. Yes, that was an underdog. Yes, so it's good. Grangie there. Thank you. God wants support. Blessing is here. She's supporting Grangie there. So Zulu West we go.
She's from Grangie there. So
Zulu West we go. No, some people say they're supporting by relationship. They're supporting by this and that. But she is. And you stay with us. Zulu West Let's go.
So and one thing I would like to state. Over the years, Nimba has dominated. County meet. They have been able to make their name, and Lofa is trying to do similar thing. And it is important that we admire the resilience of those counties as well. Counties that are persistent. And one thing that usually makes a county persistent within the county meet is the kind of support that they receive. Those counties, the kind of support will always attract the best players to those counties.
Yes.
And we need to see that Lofa County team, we didn't see much, in past years. But in recent years, Lofa has proven to be one of those contenders regularly, featuring and making impact, reaching either the quarterfinal or the semifinal or the final.
Based on motivation.
Meet. Look, so we need to see that with a lot of
for talking about support. Margibi County. Who expected Margibi to be in the league up till yesterday? Yeah. Yes, it was because of the support that people gave it. Yes, I'm told that Mr. Kaseko is on the steering committee, and he and many others, that I may not know their names, were part of the people who made Margibi to see semifinal. We never expected
because of support.
So because of the support of Finabono at the time, River G were able to step up to the plate and do what they did. So motivation counts in football. When you motivate somebody, they will want to do more. They will want to, and I think Grangie there is actually going by the motivation because I see what they're doing. I see people now supporting Grangie there more than ever. I'm seeing that coming from some of the renowned Grangians. They are standing by the team, and that's what it is. If you want your team to make you proud, you will have to come out. Even in your little way, you don't have to be a permanent son like the way people can say in that brother. You say permanent son, I mean your hand, your hand looking something like that. So in your little way, you can support your team. I like it because the unity within the county meet, Joseph, is one thing that I want to talk about. Well, when it's time for county meet, it's even more open. It expands beyond borders. You see people supporting the county where they're from. Even when you go to your county, they get there, you say you're from Grangie there, but you know that you're from Grangie there, and you will stand and support your team. The togetherness it brings, it's even more than when the entire country is playing. That's what I like about the county meets. Yes, it has been like that for some time.
It has that sense of identity, because everyone would like to associate, because one way or the other, we are associated to either of those counties. Some people have 2-3 counties, like Clarence Jackson. I don't know how many counties he has, but all of them. How can you support more than 4 counties, but all the counties go out?
So where he put a left first?
He supported Bassa. He supported Bong. He supported River Says. And Nimba. Those are the counties that he has been supporting, but all the counties are. How can you support 4 counties and all of them?
But I think Chudas is better than him in this one, because I saw him, teasing Julius and saying check one Julius and all of these things. But
four counters. And when I asked him the other day, he said he also has a route in Lofa. I said, don't bring your.
No, don't go to the poor place. Don't go there.
Don't bring it to Lofa, please. Leave the people alone.
Don't pay your foot there.
Because you go on and you out,
So UNICEF one said he's supporting
Grenjide County.
Yes,
yeah, for me, I support
Grenjide. So T. Kaina same way say we are campaigning against Lofa. No, we are not campaigning against Lofa. I'm from the southeast. There's nothing I can do. I can't leave the southeast and go to Lofa to support. But if it were a different county, maybe I might support Lofa, but I can't leave my own man standing and go support them. No, you don't do that. So yeah, but he said they will lick it. So we're looking at,
we hope to see what will happen.
Grenjidans are saying the same thing, they will lick it. So we will see who will lick it.
And one thing I've been noticing, I don't know whether it is the time of the game, but they counted the few.
Is it empty field?
Yeah, the few from what we've seen past year, this year we are not seeing a lot of people turning out for the game. We hope to see the final, the grand final on Sunday. We hope to see a lot of people coming out to support.
One thing I heard in passing, when you're having these kind of games, people are interested. People want to pay their money to go there. People want to be on the field to support. Even the people that are selling the jerseys, they're making money.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a county meet, you will see them. They will go in and do their business and will go very well because people support their county. But our own people, our big people. We call them big people because they are government officials. They work in government and all of these things. And the Ministry of Youth and Sports should actually collect revenue when it comes to these things. So you will go there with your whole family and say they shouldn't pay you enter because you're a lawmaker. You're stopping them from getting what they should get. You're a lawmaker. You should support. So let's say you will go in now. Ministers, they're going in free. And they sometimes they carry like 10%. My whole family let go inside free. So how do you expect these people to make money? How do you expect the support? We say football ain't going anywhere here. We are the same people who want to bring it down because you're not supporting the thing. County meet should be supported to all levels. And you sit there, you say you're a minister, you're assistant minister, you go with your whole family and say they shouldn't pay. As what? You don't do these things. We should stop doing these things. You're breaking the people down. Youth and sports need that money to do something else. They need that money to go in government covers. They need money in the covers. People say things not happening, but we are the cause. Why would you take your entire family, 4 or 5 person, and you ordering the people enter, they were me. Who are you? They were you. So we should stop these things. Support what should be supported. So when it comes to your own entity, people will support, and they will support you. That's what I wanted to say, man.
Okay, so that is it. We need to make sure that we are able to support our counties. Go on the field, make sure you pay, buy your ticket. If you want to carry 15 persons, buy 15 tickets and make sure that you go on the field to support your own people.
And you will be respected because they'll say the minister and interact. They make it big, yes.
But you
go there free.
Yeah. You can go there and you expect to get free entry. It's not free gate. So Danishas Sengbe says your county is historically tied to Lofa. How can you be campaigning against Lofa? But I choose who to support. I just that's my philosophy, Olive. Any competition, if the county I support is not participating, I support the underdogs. Lofa is no longer an underdog in the county meet. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Lofa can't get my support. I'm not campaigning against them.
I think Aina is the one campaigning for Lofa because he's trying to he's trying to do a pity party so that people can But Joseph said he will.
Yeah. Can you imagine? the man say supporting campaigning against Lofa. I beg you. I'm not campaigning against Lofa. Okay, now let's get to other business. As you may know, we've been following this issue about President Donald Trump's statement on illegal immigrants in the U.S. We've witnessed some deportations already in other countries where people have been placed on military planes to be deported to other countries. And this listing has come out for countries that have a number of illegal immigrants in the U.S., those immigrants that will be deported. And that list also shows that Liberia has more than 1,500 illegal immigrants that are a center of target for the U.S. government under their policy of deportation. So we've been talking about this before the inception of the Donald Trump's government. All of you remember we did a report, and the ambassador also talked about Liberians who overstay. About 70% of Liberians who get their visas violate the term of the visa. For example, you leave from here to go for a conference in the US. Maybe you are given 2 weeks visa, or 1 month, or 2 month visa to come back right after your engagement. And after it, some people believe that when they go there, they have the right to stay. You know, they just really, yeah. And sometimes before you even leave the country, your friends was out of date. I mean, go don't come by here. Oh. You know, you start to receive the kind of advice from people, and sometimes a lot of people leave, they don't come back. And this has been a very, very serious issue, and that is the reason a lot of Liberians have been denied visa. Many Liberians who apply for visa have been denied. You know, about 78% of Liberians who apply for visa don't get it. And that's the reason, because they say a lot of Liberians violate the terms of their visa. That is it. So that has been an issue. And the U.S. government under Donald Trump has talked a lot about illegal immigrants, deportation. So after that list came out, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, issued a statement. She says, Embassy of Liberia, Washington, D.C., urgent message to all Liberian organizations, citizens of Liberia in the United States. So she says the government of Liberia is actively cooperating with the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia and the U.S. Department of State to address the planned deportation of the alleged 1,500 Liberians who are speculated to be on the list for removal. So which means it is not something that maybe has been communicated to the Liberian government that will have like 1,500 Liberians will be deported. She says speculated for removal by the Trump administration. The government is committed to protecting the interests of its citizens abroad and is diligently seeking solutions to the deportation issue. Liberia's Foreign Minister, Her Excellency Madam Sarah Beslo-Yanti, is discussing this matter with the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia and has requested to meet with the U.S. Secretary of State to explore alternatives to deportation. I don't know whether there will be alternatives for people who are living in America illegally, but this is what this statement is saying. The government of Liberia values its partnership with the U.S. and is working closely to find a mutually beneficial solution. The administration of President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr. is dedicated to ensuring the welfare and safety of all Liberian citizens abroad and will continue to strive for a resolution that protects their interest. Okay, so and if you leave from here and go to the U.S., if you are given a visa for 2 weeks and you decide to stay, you are violating the law, the immigration law, which means you can be arrested and jailed or deported. So those people who are being targeted, we don't have more information as to who are they exactly. But those people who are who have been listed to be deported are illegal immigrants, people who do not have the proper document to live in the U.S. or who did not enter the U.S. the proper way, the legal way. So those are the 1,500 people that have been discussed. So I don't know how this will work. Whether the foreign minister can find other alternatives in order to ensure that those Liberians remain in the U.S., as she is saying in this statement that they are discussing with the U.S. Embassy and want to meet with the Secretary of State to discuss alternatives to deportation. We'll look forward to see that. But one thing I would like to say, going into another person's country illegally, it is not something that we should, celebrate as a country, or we should like to hold on to as a country. If you know you want to immigrate to the U.S., you should go through the proper channel. We should let go of this syndrome that if you don't leave Liberia, you can't succeed, or if you don't live in the U.S., you can't succeed. It shouldn't be always that you must go. You must find anyhow to move to the U.S. Do it the proper way so that you avoid such embarrassment. Imagine coming home, in handcuffs or being deported. It is a shame. It is a shame. Always make sure when you are leaving from here, some of you who always want to just find a way, you are going through other routes, want to leave the country through any way, that is not good. It's a sign that we must be able to leave the proper way so that you will be there. Those that have their proper documentation, all if they are not worried about this particular, there are thousands of Liberians in the U.S., but this is talking about 1,500. That's a huge number, but it is not in the. They are not there in the right through the right way. They did not follow the rightful procedures in going there. Although more investigation will have to be done in order to get to know specifically how those people enter the U.S.
Yeah, so they say urgent message to ULA, ULAA.
Yeah.
There's an organization there. Sometimes they're having a convention. They send for Liberians here. I also receive invitation from them before. It has been a very long time. Yes, they send for people here. And these are the people who, most of the time do not come back. So they send a message. So I don't think right now this organization, they will have to put pressure on them. Sometimes maybe they'll not even send invitation out again anymore. So they are preventing people now, from going on this particular invitation. But this is a very organized organization. They've been in the system for a very long time, Yola. I have sent for so many people to attend their conventions and all of this.
Yeah,
but there's a closed door.
When people usually go for convention now, they don't come back again.
Yeah, so this is a closed door for other Liberians who would have loved to, go on Yola convention, go for use that means to go to visit the states and come back. It's a closed door for them because they're sending messages now from the embassy in Washington is sending them message that so you will know that even if they send invitation, the people will not even value to value it at the embassy here. We're already seeing series of problems. People try to apply for visa. Ordinary citizens try to apply for visa. One way or the other, they are in serious issues. It don't go. I've received complaints that not rare complaints, but people, saying their mind about what's happening when it comes to the visa process. These are the things. So sometimes the organization helped, that you go there and visit. And then come back home.
This is your home. Why we always say there's nowhere like home, but when you leave from home, you don't want to come back. I don't know. Is it because of the society, what you see, the opportunities? So you.
No, it's a land of opportunity. It's definitely a land of opportunities, but sometimes you can just visit America for the first time. You just run away from the people place. Sometimes people would get pregnant and just go to the people place and just born a children, leave them there, and all of these things. So the people the people love themselves. They love themselves, so they would not allow Africans, black people that have been the story for a very long time. We all know that story to take over Not every president will see that. Not every president that will take over America will see that. So we should, and Joseph, one of the things that really scare me, how can you be in a country like that for years upon years? You not stay there for more than 10 years old. You don't even have any substantial document.
That's because you didn't go there the right way.
So you're scared to go. You're scared
So
to go
how will you get the proper
Just
document?
some people have been able to maneuver some way somehow to get the document. You already know you don't go there, and you know, on that kind of note, you don't go there correctly. You don't go stay there. You just go for some kind of visit, maybe that 2-week program you go for, and you go stay there. So you will find all means. Some people are getting married there because they want to stay there and get documented. They are finding other means to do that. You cannot sit to some other place, not Liberia, where people can just come here. You know, nobody checking there. The immigration is not that strong. I give you one example. In Egypt, I went out of the hotel with the one guy. You know, he went with the team too. We went outside. I didn't even have my document. I feel like Liberia, you know. And I step out, walking. There's the guy that came to us. He's like, passport? I said, I just stand inside. The other boss say, we left the passport, you know, to the hotel. Before I go look, there was a team of immigration officers. There were police. I got scared, Joseph. The people on time, the people working to make sure that people don't just enter the place like that. The people I saw coming to me, I got afraid. I thought I entered jail already. Yes, so the man took my phone from me. He searched the phone, and then he went into it. He saw my passport. I don't know how he did it. My phone was in the man's hand. He was just checking. I got afraid. These are things that should be happening. It should happen, but it's not happening. So we feel that because that's something that we're not used to. So you go sit in the poor country for years and you even run after anything.
Most of the time, you are there, but you don't feel free. You don't move freely. You know, you don't even get good job if you don't enter the country properly. Most of them will just work under the table because you don't have a proper document. You don't have work permit. So you are just there in that way. So it is important whenever you want to leave from here to go to the U.S., do it the right way. We beg you, please. Some of you, because of you, a lot of people who got good intention to travel and come back have been denied.
They cannot go. Yes.
A lot of people have been denied because of you. Because you leave from here, you go for 2 weeks, you have spent 15, 20 years there. While others have the good intention to go for programs and come back, but they have been denied. You know, so we need to organize ourselves. We need to avoid doing some of these things, and perhaps this could serve as a lesson when people who are doing those things when they are being deported, especially. I don't know why maybe the Ministry of Foreign Affairs could intervene to know, you know, those people who have violated and what laws they have violated that they are being deported. But if they went there illegally and they chose to stay there, you know, I don't think it is any way for discussion to find alternatives for them to remain there, especially if
what
they
is
did
that
not.
alternative? That's,
you know,
I read through the statement.
Yeah.
But
So she said you want to discuss to find alternatives to deportation, which means, you know, apart from deportation, maybe what else?
They're going to
they can find
labor
something something else to do.
I don't know.
But I don't think it should be
that alternative. Yes,
it should be
they have to detail it so that
something
we can
for
know.
Discussion, especially, you know, going there to state as a crime.
It's not only Liberia.
It's a crime. You don't just go to another person's country and just remain there.
Liberia will be put on the table for what alternative? What alternative?
We don't know.
Yeah, because even in Liberia here, maybe now if the immigration worked on somebody and they believe he shouldn't be here, what alternative you will have to give the person? Where they go into
maybe they want to, you know, just find a way that they can legalize their status, but
hey,
I don't think that anyway, those are diplomats. They know what to discuss, but violating another country's law. Anyway,
you know they sent some people back before
Yeah.
from the U.S. they send some people back here. Deportation is deportation.
But this is
There is no way you can color that. It's deportation. And the people believe that some people in America, some of our friends will tell us, hey, oh, you're not causing trouble. You know, you go to work, you come back. Once you don't cause trouble, the people will not, know all of these things. So that's how they've been rolling. That's how they've been living their lives in America. But I don't know what's the alternative for that. I believe that when you stay somewhere and you know you're benefiting from the place, you born children, and, in that area, your children in school and life is going good for you. Why don't you, find a way on your own to regularize your status within the country? Do you have to allow it to reach this point? Some people, the last time it was like 25 years to stay in the people place, you don't want to check on your status. And it's embarrassing because now you leave America to come back here to Liberia. Like, you'll come back here to Liberia and then you will start. Some of them don't even have, they went there when they were very little. They don't have anything here as of now. And you be deported to come back here. It's very embarrassing, even for the government, because the government will have to step in to do something for these people. The people can just come like that, and then you look at them to go into the communities and all of these things. So they will have to step in and do so. Maybe that's what the foreign minister is talking about. But I know that she'll open up on the statement. She'll open up after they have had a discussion. She'll tell what it is. Yeah, because we need to know what it is. Maybe they will stay there, or maybe they will come back. And I just don't know.
Anyway, we'll look up to see what will happen. But we really need to desist from entering other people's country,
just everything
and just stay.
The thing is
yeah, we need to,
especially Africa.
Yeah,
it's not only down to Liberia.
Yeah, we know things are hard here, but we surviving it. We all can survive here. Or if you want to leave, you should do it the right way. Find a way properly and go there. Other people leave you from here and go into the U.S. to live there. But they are following the proper, channel.
But it's not just easy to get to a point and go there and go live.
Yes, but you have to do the right thing. Then to be brought home, deported. Which one will you prefer? To live here and to be deported? So sometimes you have to look at the negative part of some of those issues. And now, still with what has been unfolding, and every decision, the U.S. is one of the countries that, when they take decision, it usually affects the global community. And recently, the secretary, let me just read this particular statement. This was released by the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. It says, halting spending on most existing foreign aid grants for 90 days. The other week, shocked State Department officials appears to apply to funding for military assistance to Ukraine. Rubio's guidance issued to all diplomatic and consular posts requires department staffers to issue stop work orders on nearly all existing foreign assistance onwards, according to document which was usually leaked. And I obtained that, and that story was also reported by the BBC Olive, halting all foreign aid to countries. That statement came out recently. And also there was a internal memo from USAID that fundings, what they are giving to institutions will be halted until after a 90 days review. And that is a very, very significant impact it will have. It will have a very, very, very deep impact, because in Liberia, we depend on aid a lot. Not only in Liberia, in Africa, across the world, we depend on a lot of aid.
Definitely.
We depend on aid. So this thing, if it is not resolved soon, it could affect a lot of institutions in Liberia. Because the U.S. government spends a lot in Liberia. I have this from the U.S. foreign assistance by country. The U.S. foreign assistance, what the U.S. gave in foreign aid to countries. Now, in 2024, what the U.S. spent in Liberia, $15 million 15.5 million foundational skills activities, 12 million on country sanitation activity, USAID pay and benefits 9.35 million, full security support 7.64 million, 6.67 million USAID miscellaneous goods and services, 6.241 million on meeting targets and I can't get this straight, and I think maintaining service, faith-based education capacity building 5.94 million. So if you check on the foreignassistance.gov, you will get to find a lot what the US is spending, and the total I see here for Liberia is $151.8 million, about $150 million being spent on all agencies, in Liberia. So this follow from this for assistance in Liberia. So this, if you just notice that such money is cut off, what we have been receiving as a country from the US, if the US government choose not to give such assistance to this country, we will be lacking far behind. Now, usually when we plan in our budget, we can create space for donor support. The arrest agenda, which was released recently, a huge portion of that is dependent on donor support. In most of these countries, the donor community foreign countries are now coming to the level that they will no longer be giving to Liberia or to African countries or whatsoever donation as they used to give. Remember, right after the war, Olive, we used to have huge donation. Our budget used to have huge foreign support. We're no longer having that. It is something that I don't know whether we are preparing to leave from this stage of relying on donor support to where we can rely on our national,